Bringing cheers to middle-class taxpayers, the Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has raised the threshold for the nil tax slab from 7 lakh to 12 lakh rupees under the new tax regime. In fact, this limit becomes 12 lakh 75,000 rupees for salary taxpayers due to standard deduction of 75,000 rupees. So if you are earning 12.75 lakh rupees, you pay zero taxes. Hello and welcome to our channel 5 Minute Finance by ET Money, where we talk about the basics of investing and personal finance. This video is broadly going to cover two topics which are going to bring clarity about the impact of changes proposed by the Finance Minister in the Budget 2025 under the new tax regime. How much will be your tax saving in the new tax regime after changes proposed in the Budget 2025? And second is old tax regime versus new tax regime. Which one saves you more taxes? Now the second point is relevant for those who have still opted for the old regime. So let's begin. Now very quickly for your reference, on your screen are the tax slabs under the old tax regime, the existing new tax regime and the proposed new tax regime. You can take and save a screenshot to refer to later. Now if you have opted for the new tax regime, how much taxes will you be saving at different income levels? Let's zoom in. So Deloitte India has done the calculations. Let's begin with 12 lakh rupees income. So if you are earning an annual salary of 12 lakh 75,000, you would have to pay zero taxes. You would be saving close to 83,000 rupees. Now these calculations are after taking into consideration the health and education cess at the rate of 4% and applicable surcharge on income level above 50 lakh rupees. Coming to if you are getting 16 lakh rupees as annual income after standard deduction, so under the existing slab rates, you would have paid 1,76,000 rupees. But now after the proposed changes in the budget 2025, you would be paying a lower tax of 1,24,000, thus saving 52,000 rupees. Similarly, let's look at one more scenario so that you can understand the table well. If you are making an annual income of 20,75,000 rupees, so remove 75,000 tax rebate. So your annual income after standard deduction becomes 20 lakh rupees. Now in the existing slab rate, you would have paid 3 lakh rupees as taxes. But as per the proposed changes in the new tax regime, taxes come down to 2,08,000 rupees. So you can make significant savings worth 93,600 rupees. At 24 lakh annual income after standard deduction, you will save a massive 1,14,000 in taxes. What a relief for the taxpayers. The new tax structure will reduce the taxes of the middle class and leave more money in their hands. And similarly, you may refer to the table to get some sense of how much you will be saving. And now make sure to use these savings to boost your investments. Use these savings to plan your finances better. Coming to the new tax regime versus the old tax regime. Now without getting into details here, so if you are eligible to claim the hefty deductions on house rent allowance and deduction on interest paid on home loan under Section 24B of the Income Tax Act, apart from the most popular deduction under Section 80C of the Income Tax, well, chances are you may still have opted for the old tax regime. Now how to decide whether switching to the new tax regime makes sense after the budget? So after the proposed changes in budget, well, to make it easy, we'll take a look at the threshold amount of deductions that you will need to claim to pay the same or equal taxes under both the tax regimes. Let's look at the table to understand it better. So if you are earning a salary of 15 lakh rupees, now this is gross taxable income, means the standard deduction has not been deducted yet. So for a salary of 15 lakh, you will need to claim a minimum tax deduction of around 5,93,000 to pay the same taxes under both the tax regimes. This includes standard deduction of 50,000 as well. If you claim lower deductions, you would be paying higher taxes under the old tax regime. So you would be better off with the new tax regime. And in case you claim higher tax deductions than the threshold, you will be paying lower tax under the old tax regime. So the old one would be beneficial for you. Similarly, if your annual income is around 25 lakh rupees, you will need to claim deductions worth 8.5 lakh rupees to pay same taxes under both the regimes. So I hope this video would have brought some clarity about how much you would be saving in taxes after the FM proposed changes to the new tax regime. Don't forget to like and share this video with others. And how did you like this budget? Do let us know in the comments. We'll see you with another insightful video soon.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.